Hello, my friends. Leo Babauta from Zen Habits here, and in this video, I'm going to share a bit about the deepest, most transformative, most powerful program that I offer. And I've been offering it since the pandemic. I think 2020 was actually the first year that I did it, and it was something where it was always meant to be a combination of online mastermind / in-person retreat. But that year and the next year, actually for 3 years, we couldn't do in-person retreats. But for the last few years, we've actually been doing in-person retreats, and this year will be no different. So let me tell you about Fearless Mastery. It's the biggest commitment that I ask people to make, but it is really about creating inner transformation while creating an impact in the world, an external result that's meaningful to you, that makes a difference in people's lives. So we're shooting for both external, shift, some kind of external result, like launching a business, creating, an audience, writing a book and changing people's lives in some way, starting a nonprofit that actually makes an impact on in the world, something like that. And it could be, at a smaller level, so something that impacts your community or your family, your classroom, your workplace, but it could be at a huge level, global. So really, we're playing at whatever level works for you. But there's an external result that is combined with an internal transformation. And an internal transformation is about shifting the way that we be, the experience of life that we're having. And by creating this internal shift, it actually changes our results as well. So an example of that is, let's say I wanted to grow, start a online business, creating content. And I'm like, well, but I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to, write blog posts or email newsletters. I don't want to do, Instagram posts or TikTok videos. I don't want to do YouTube videos or podcasts. Those are all really scary to me. And so you can imagine that because that's how I experience all of these ways of creating content, that I'm going to hold myself back from doing these things. So my inner experience, my inner way of being holds me back. And you can then imagine that the results that I'll get in creating this online business are going to be pretty limited because I'm not putting myself out there, because I'm not willing to, because it's too difficult or scary. So this is a common example, but there's many, many other examples. Our internal experience creates the external results that we get. So if you are someone who is like, I've been creating this level of external results, but I'd really like to have a bigger impact or a bigger set of results. Maybe I want to, instead of making, maybe I've been making $50,000 a year. Now I want to make $500,000 a year. Money isn't everything, but that could be an impact. This would actually really shift my finances, my way of living, but also, I can then invest in some things that might actually change the world, right? I can start to play on a bigger scale. So if you wanted to do that, but you've been held back by your internal way of being, if you actually wanted to create those results, you would have to shift something internally. That's what we're playing for in Fearless Mastery, is a shift internally that creates the external results that you're really committed to having. But also maybe it's just a better experience. Maybe it's an experience that you want to have. Instead of being closed off and hiding and fearful and playing a small game, you actually want to be bold and courageous and put yourself out there and feel alive and adventurous. That's a different experience of life that creates different external results, but that also maybe that you want to be living. You want to be feeling these ways, right? You want to feel alive and adventurous and bold and courageous. So that's the game we're playing, is external results and internal transformation at the same time. And so the way that we do that is, well, if you join Fearless Mastery, it's a small group. When I say small, I mean less than 20 people usually, somewhere between 15 and 20 people. So it's a smaller group that's a mastermind, which means that they are all committed to helping each other and supporting each other and sharing their journeys and sharing ideas and seeing how they can help each other. That I coach. So it's a small group coaching program as well. And we do weekly Tuesday calls where you come on, you get coaching, you get a teaching from me. We hold each other accountable. We do a number of things to support each other, hold each other accountable, and get some coaching support as well. We have Thursday office hours. We have daily focus sessions. We have monthly workshops. I do teachings regularly, give you practices and assignments. So we have that's what Fearless Mastery is. But through this, you commit yourself to creating the external result you want. So this year, as I record this, what we're focused on is launching a business or completing a really big project. Most people are looking at completing a big project that's really meaningful to you. So you're committing yourself to something that's going to bring up fear and some of your old patterns. And those will be exposed through being in this commitment and this structure and this group. That's a good thing. We usually don't want to expose our patterns, our fears, our thoughts, but here we are intentionally putting ourselves into a space where you expose all of that. And what happens is you start to shine a light on it. You get coaching, you share it with others, you post about it, and eventually it becomes much more obvious what's going on. It's like, oh, wow, I can see all of it now. So you have more awareness. You start to see it when it's happening in your daily life. Like, oh, there's me playing that small game again and telling myself it's totally okay or whatever it is that I do. And so you can see it more. And then what we do is we support you. You get coaching and a group support to actually step outside of your old patterns, to create a new internal shift. And that might be through thinking or through practicing mindfulness, like a way of being. Maybe I want to practice curiosity or an adventure or play or whatever it is, power, being really powerful in my body. Whatever it is that you want to do, you really start to shift your internal thing and experience, and you start to shift your external actions, and then of course the results. And so this is called a transformation. And that's what we're playing for here. We create a breakthrough in your way of being and in the external results. So what Fearless Mastery includes is a weekly call every Tuesday where you get coaching, teaching, accountability, group work. It's a mix. Thursday office hours, daily focus sessions, monthly workshops, weekly accountability and other ways to get supported, monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with me. I do coaching in the group, but also and in office hours, but I also do one-on-one coaching with you once a month. And then we have a retreat. And this year it's going to be in May in Mexico. Last year it was in April in London. The year before that was North Carolina. Before that was Costa Rica. And so we have a retreat that's going to be in person and it's going to be beautiful. So this is a really challenging program in that you will be challenged to step outside of your usual way of being, and then you'll probably embarrass yourself. You'll feel like you messed up, and you'll get supported to keep going and to be compassionate with yourself and to see this as part of your process. And at the other end of it, through this, you will emerge a different person, transformed. You'll have new results. And you'll have a new set of tools and a new way of being. So I invite you, come check out Fearless Mastery. As I record this, the enrollment is open. And we start in early March and it goes through the first part of November. So about 8 months. And it's amazing. I love, love, love this program. I invite you to come check it out, fearlessmastery.zenhabits.net. Come check out the page, the information page, and then click on apply. And what you'll do is you will schedule a call with me, and we'll do a call together, and we'll explore whether this is a good fit. So if you're like, I think this is what I want to do, but I'm not really sure if it's a good fit, just book a call and let's talk about it. And if you're like, no, this is definitely not for me, then that's okay. There might be a time when it is right for you. So I'm glad you watched this anyway. I absolutely love supporting people in this way. And then you start to get the support that you need as a leader, work together in community, connect with others who are going through similar things to you. You don't feel so alone, and you start to create some real forward movement in your life, some real results. And of course, the inner experience changes as well. I invite you to come check it out. If you're interested, fearlessmastery.zenhabits.net. You could also put a question in the comments below, and I'll check it out and respond. Okay, talk to you later.